9 years ago, the Ransom Church began with a mission to set captives free. We have seen God do some amazing things. Marriages have been restored, lives have been made new, and countless people have found hope and healing in Jesus. In fact, nearly 1,300 people have made a commitment to follow Jesus through the Ransom. As we grew, we launched a second campus, and now we're getting ready to launch a third. Our hope is that more people will be set free through a transforming encounter with Jesus by bringing the gospel to every corner of our city. We thank God for every individual whose life has been changed forever, and we're humbled to be a part of it. But there's a problem. A lot of people today don't know Jesus. The number of people in our city who don't have a church home has increased significantly since the Ransom began in 2009. At that time, 33% of our community didn't have a church to call home. As Sioux Falls has grown, that number has increased to 58%. In spite of all the incredible things happening at the many great churches in our city, Sioux Falls knows Jesus less, not more. And we're not okay with that. Our approach to ministry has been focused on addition. Our aim has been to add to what we're already doing. One more person who knows Jesus, one more opportunity to share the gospel, one more place for people to come and be set free. God has done amazing things through that. But what if we're thinking too small? What if addition isn't the only way? What if there's something more? After the resurrection, Jesus sent his disciples out with instructions to make disciples of all nations. The implications of this were clear. Disciples don't stay where they are. They carry the mission forward. Every time someone decides to follow Jesus, they go and make disciples too. Disciples make disciples. From the very beginning, Christ followers didn't simply have an addition mindset. They had a multiplication mindset. What if the Ransom didn't stop at addition but chose to multiply? What if this movement of God could be unleashed to spread far outside our city limits? Our goal would not just be adding the next service or campus. We would be about starting the next church, which would start another church and then another one. We'd multiply. Ministry would no longer be about what trained professionals can do. It would be about releasing the priesthood of all believers to go and make disciples in their own context every day. It would mean that men and women who never saw themselves as pastors would realize their God-given potential to lead kingdom movements. They might even plant churches themselves, and those churches might not look like traditional ones. What if we started to think about church in a whole new way? What if our success as a church wasn't measured in how many people we brought in, but in how many disciples we sent out? We are poised to see this multiplication movement happen. We have begun equipping disciple makers with an accessible, intentional discipleship pathway. This year, we're launching Awaken, a training cohort for future church planners to receive skills and support they need to plant healthy, multiplying churches. Our goal is to see at least 100 church planters equipped through Awaken within the next 5 years, and hundreds of believers equipped to preach the gospel where they live and work. This is no small vision, and it will require all of us to reclaim our disciple-making call given by Jesus. God created his church to multiply. We're called to set captives free here in our city, but we need to activate disciples to go, to carry that mission forward. When we join that mission, it means a new future for our city, our country, and our world. What if every zip code was impacted by the transforming message of the gospel? This movement will take every kind of person to make it happen. It's time to get our excuses out of the way and allow the church to be unleashed. Join us.